And this is going to be n minus 1 times d divided by... Wait, what'd I do? Divided by n r sub 1 r sub 2. And this, I think, will have the equation the way I want it. Great. Now, most of these variables aren't relevant, but the thickness is going to allow me to continue moving this while adjusting the thickness. Have you ever thought about uploading tweet-like animations to Wikimedia Commons? That would actually be a really cool idea. I guess I've just never done it before, and that's why I've never done it. But I totally should. So now the problem with this is that it's too far to the right. So how can I fix that? Maybe what I'd want to do is have target equals then lens equation dot generate target, and then target dot subobjects at 4. That can be the lens maker equation. Pretty experienced Wikipedia editor. Feel free to message me if you're interested. Cool. Okay, maybe I could actually do that. I do definitely want to do, well, once I iron out the 3D rendering some, I definitely want to make a lot more in terms of animations with Manim. Okay, so let me see if this works with a move to target of thin lens equation. Because if so, then I can just center the target object. And it does work. So then all I have to do is target dot get center. Basically say that target dot shift target dot 0 negative target dot get center. Right times negative target dot get center at 1. I think that's what I want. Great. Was it? No. Oh my gosh. There. You're gonna have to list out what all of these do. So I think what I'll have to do is fade out. Keep that weight there. Self.play fade out of that text. Fixed distance explanation. And then do a fade in or a right of something about the distance. So I'll call this distance explanation. As, how would I even say this? As u increases, as u increases, the left-hand side decreases. So this has to decrease. So d has to decrease. Side decreases, so this has to decrease. So D has to decrease. I would love to just be able to say the thickness of the lens is proportional to 1 over U. But that's not true. Since it's proportional to like n minus 1 squared. D times n minus 1 squared. I'll say if the thickness of the lens is allowed to vary with the distance to the object. It's not to vary with the distance to the object. Then the image can be preserved. Yeah, preserved at a fixed distance. I think this is what I want to say. So I'll fade that out, then I'll write distance explanation. Perfect. Okay, scale this to edge up. I'm gonna fix distance. I'll have to highlight this D or something like that. I think, yeah, let me just write this out, see how that looks. And I think at the same time that this is written, I want to start moving the original again. And then varying the thickness of the lens. So I'm going to write this. And then at the same time, I'm going to start increasing the tracker again. And so this dot set value, I guess to like 8 or something. Actually not 8. I think I want to do 7.5. Then I can do runtime equals 1.5 and then rate func equals linear. Now that I've had to do a few animations with... Okay, so that's... Wait. Okay, then it waits at the end, so that makes sense. Now that I've had to do a few animations with using a value tracker as a clock, it is super annoying. I think it'd be a lot easier just to have a clock class. Because, man, having to update the total is just kind of annoying. Okay, this. Okay, so now, according to the lens maker equation, here, when this starts being written, gosh. When this starts being written, that's when I'm going to want to start varying the thickness. So I'll clear the updater off of this both of these arrows, which I forgot the names of. Image dist arrow. Clear updaters. And then the image arrow. Clear updaters. So it's going to stop those from moving. Clear updaters. So it's going to stop those from moving. Let's only look at from 4 or so. So I have this, and then it starts moving. That's perfect. Now the updater I add is going to be on the lens. And this is just going to make it grow thicker as U moves further away, I think. Because as U increases, this goes down. So this has to go down. Oh wait, is that correct? When U is increasing, this side decreases. And so to make up for it, this side has to decrease. So I guess the thickness decreases when it goes away. So I can just do set width or whatever. Mob dot, is it stretch to fit width? Stretch to fit width, yeah. So stretch to fit width, and I'll make this like, I'll just make it 1 over the distance. So whatever that distance was, the distance to the original. So that was the one with the sign in it. Actually, I can just get its center. I can say original arrow x offset. That's going to be just the original arrow that gets center at 0 for the x offset. They can stretch to fit width 1 over that. And I'll probably multiply this by something. But right now I just want to see it updating. Updating its thickness. Initial x offset. I think times initial thickness. That's only 1 anyway. So let's see if this alters the thickness smoothly. Initial thickness. That's only 1 anyway. So let's see if this alters the thickness smoothly. So we get this. Perfect. Okay, I don't need to see the lactic transform, so I'm gonna move this to 5. And I think this should actually be multiplied by initial thickness. Oh, I meant to loop that. Okay, well now I'll just have to render it again. I think I filled my cache too because I keep rewriting the LaTeX. That's what I'll do. Add I, get I. Here I'll center it. So I'll do I dot shift negative I dot get center. So now it's in the middle. And all I'll do I think I just have to index into its subobjects. Or for this one, just go at 0. And aqueous humor do at 2. For the lens 4. Wait, what just happened? 4. And this one 1. Dot. What is it this time? Surely this has subobjects. Nope, I guess it doesn't. Oh, it's generate target. Well, some parts of it moved. Why is the... Okay, I guess I didn't move the vitreous chamber back. Let me move this to the right by 1. Okay, that's closer to what I want. Although... the cornea and aqueous humor should probably move together. So 0... and 2? I think they should both go left times 2. And then 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The lens should probably move right times a little bit. Can I do this right times like 1? And the vitreous chamber back right times 2. Let's see how that looks. Right times like 1. And the vitreous chamber back right times 2. Let's see how that looks. Okay, I think that looks closer to what I want.